So Santa Claus bought me something else today. Wireless charging head. So yeah, I quite like the quadlock system. I've never had a problem with it. I've tried lots and lots of different ones, by the way, and as some people know, some fell off on the motorway. Yeah, never good to lose your phone on the motorway, but there you go. I already have the old quadlock mounted on there, but I wanted the I don't know why, I just wanted the wireless charging one. And always make sure that your phone is located in a place where you turn the handlebars that it's not going to hit onto your tank or any other pieces of equipment, guys. Nothing worse than when you go around a bend and you're pulling your handlebars and something hits onto the tank and you haven't got your steering. I've actually done that. It's not good, and it was a phone that caused it. So let's see if we can put this on and get it rolling. I've got that's it, with a screw in the middle. So that's the head, and hopefully that is going to change over with my motorcycle unit. Now you must get the motorcycle head. There's a few different ones, so don't get the wrong one, okay? Get the motorcycle head so you can change it over. So evidently we just unscrew this one and screw this one back on, and there is a, hold on, so it has a plug adapter in the back which plugs in there, and take that straight to a USB point on the bike. Take that off first. I'm going to take the old one off, which is there. Right, I need both hands for this. There's the standard quad lock for the motorcycle. Here's the new one. I'm going to plug it in straight away. And the reason I'm plugging it in is so I know where it is when I put it on here. I don't want it to be in my way. So I'm going to put it in at that angle. Should be universal fitting. Yep. That's going straight into that. This is my USB. I've got this one, or I can use one down here. All I'm doing is just going to plug this in. I'm plugging this in temporary, okay, that isn't my final. You can see the light has come on, so it's not with the ignition, it's wired straight through. So all I need now is my quad lock case with my iPhone 11. Okay, as you can see, that's off at an angle, so that's no good. That's no good for me. Okay, so it did take a little bit of mucking around to get that quad lock exactly in the position that I wanted. And also I thought you could just twist the phone off as well as twist the phone on, but it looks like it's a lot more difficult to twist the phone off without holding a little bit around the back inside there. Okay, but once the quad lock's on, it's really safe. Yeah, it has a little light on top of the actual the charging part, so that you know that it's activated. I've just fitted my new quad lock. It's a wireless charging head. It's really good. It's over here on the bike. You may obviously watch me put it together. It's fairly straightforward. Make sure you get the motorcycle version if you're putting it on a motorcycle, because there's different versions for cars, etc. And yeah, I was just trying to actually piece together some of the times that I know that phones on motorcycles, being used as GPS kits or not, have become a bit of a problem. Placement and positioning of mobile phones on your motorbike. Now, over the years, I've had quite a lot of experience of trying out many different types of cradle that hold the phone in place, and I can tell you from experience, stupidly, I've made some bad mistakes. I've had phones fly off, I've had phones get trapped, I haven't put them in correctly, I've put them in the wrong position so that when I turn the steering it hits on the tank, and believe you me, that's no joke when you're making a sharp right turn. So don't get me wrong, it's not that bad, but I try a lot of different things, so this is how I've come across knowing about some of the problems. Because people are so connected to their phones, you know, some people know more about their phone, its GPS system and communication system on a bike than they will do about doing an oil change, for instance. You want to make sure that you are competent to be able to run the cables and to put the unit in a position that's going to be safe. Okay, you want to make sure that it doesn't cover up your screen at the front. Okay, so I don't like my screen covered at the front because I can't see how fast I'm going. Okay, pretty obvious really, plus all the other information that this gives back to me. I make sure that I have a very, very good firm locking system. Okay, and for that I use the quad lock. Now I've just got this the wireless head for the motorcycle. Previously I used the basic kind of head for the motorcycle, and I find it very, very good. You do need a case though for your phone to be able to use this one. It got me kind of thinking that if I'm thinking this way, then perhaps the motorcycle training facilities and companies and the DVLA who do the motorcycle testing perhaps should add in a particular part about positioning of a mobile phone. So you know, when you do your Mod 2 training and you come to your examination and you do what's called a show and tell. Now in the show and tell you actually point out things on the bike, or you tell the examiner about any problems that you can see or overcome. So it's all about safety. Now in my mind, the mobile phone is used by so many people. Okay, everybody uses it for satellite navigation and communication. I think it's important that people understand how to place and position these safely, and to make sure, at least if it was on the show and tell, that person would have to know that yes, if I place a mobile phone, it should have at least 1 inch of clearance away from the tank, away from any screens, away from any other equipment. It shouldn't be clamped onto any cables. It should be firmly secured. It should be of a good reputable make, perhaps, you know, with the kite mark, etc. And that way it's going to keep you out of trouble. And on a side note, if you don't understand how to put these on, just get somebody competent to put it on for you, and make sure you check it before you take it out for a ride and you go to make a sharp right turn, and as you pull the steering round, the casing hits on your petrol tank and you can't turn the bike. So you could panic, you could drop the bike. Oncoming traffic, as you've slowed down, could come and hit you. It could cause you to veer off of course and go up onto the pavement, onto the sidewalk. Now, I know this happens because it's happened to me, unfortunately. Okay, so I can see it happening with other people, and there must be some figures somewhere which talk about how mobile phones have been a causation in motorcycle traffic accidents. So what do you think, guys? Do you think that that's a viable piece of information that should be added into the testing system? Do we think that our motorcycle instructor schools, motorcycle instruction schools should be making sure that people understand about their mobile phones. And not only that, but when you've got a mobile phone in your jacket or in your pocket, you know, understand if you come off the bike, that's going to shatter, it's going to go into your body, it's going to put pressure into you. So where you put it on your body may be just as important. The same as it is with keys or a pen or a penknife or something like that. You put it on your body, you fall off, you could be wearing all this armour. If you've got something in your chest pocket there, it's going to punch you. Okay? Could be the least of your worries, but it's all about us minimising risk. If you understand the risks, some people are going to minimise that, some people are not. But it's up to you to make that decision. And I think that the mobile phone is such an integral part of our everyday lives, including our motorcycling, that it's worthy of a little bit more respect in terms of health and safety, and what we do as a kind of risk assessment to say, well, okay, if I put this there, it could cause a problem. If I put it there, I'll be fine. I can move the bike, I can twist, turn, everything's fine. I've got good vision, it's not blocking everything, I'm happy with it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little bit of information. I hope it may have opened up some questions in your mind. Please pass it on, please share it with people. Let me know what you think. Maybe you think it's just a nothing, it's just put your phone where you want. I don't know. But it's very interesting. Phones are just so important to us at the moment, and nothing's going to change that. We've got to live with it. So it's new technology, we need to adapt with it, and adaptation is a part of our life. That's what humans do. We adapt around things, we make it work for us. Okay, so if you like that, go down below, give me a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate that. Thanks guys, take care, ride safe, Bionic Bikers, see you again.